Holy smokes, man! Welcome back to a brand new episode on SpaceX. Today we are checking several updates from SpaceX and Rocket Lab hard at work. A giant test cage gets taken apart after tough checks. New roof going up on launch towers. Fuel arms snapping back in test. Tanks freezing cold under pressure. Heavy rocket pieces rolling out to assembly. A perfect crew launch with a booster touching down on a brand new pad for the first time. And a key rocket part squeezed with 1,000 tons of force. These real moments prove we are making space travel safe, cheap, and ready for everyone. My name is Ernest, welcome back to SpaceX. Let's dive right in. Now in this short clip, you see a huge crane at Starbase's massive test site, carefully lifting out thick hydraulic rams from the giant super can crusher. Workers guide the heavy metal pieces as they swing freely. Just the day before, the inner rings came out too. SpaceX built this massive test cage to press and squeeze rail-sized booster tank sections for months. One tank stayed inside for 9 long months and passed 16 super cold pressure tests. Now that the tests are done and the tank proved it can handle flight forces, they are taking the cage apart to get ready for the next round of checks. The company does this because every new Starship design must survive wild pressures and temperatures before flying. It's vital for safety and for making rockets that can fly again and again without breaking. Without these tests, we couldn't trust the hardware for crew missions or Mars trips. What do you think? Does seeing all this careful testing make you more excited about humans reaching Mars sooner? Share your thoughts with me in the comments. With the old test cage opening up like a finished book, let's now watch fresh protections rise high into the Texas sky. Here at Starbase's new Part 2, a powerful LR 11,000 crawler crane smoothly lifts big roof sections high up the launch tower. The metal panels guided into place as the crane operator makes tiny adjustments from far below. SpaceX is adding this protective roof because Part 2 will soon host Starships and super heavy boosters for many more launches. The cover will shield expensive gear from rain, wind, and falling ice during busy operations. They do this to keep the pad working perfectly in any weather and to support faster launch schedules. It's vital because more parts means more rockets can fly each year, helping us send satellites, crew, and cargo without long waits. SpaceX wants to turn space into a busy highway, and strong pads are on the ramps. How cool will it be to see a Starship catch ride under this new roof one day? Would you watch that live? Share your thoughts with me in the comments. Now that the tower has its shield against the elements, let's zoom in on the smart arms that feed the rocket its fuel right before liftoff. More on Part 2. This video shows 2 big booster quick disconnect arms stretching out, pulling back, and then snapping in fast with a sharp retract. You see them moving several times, testing smooth and quick action. SpaceX designed these special arms to connect liquid oxygen and methane pipes to the booster while they sit on the pad. The new Part 2 versions sit on the safer side and pulls away faster than the old one to dodge hot engine flames. The company runs this test to make sure everything works perfectly before stacking a real-life booster. It's vital because one slow arm could damage the rocket or pad during launch. Reliable quick disconnect means safer flights and quicker turnarounds between missions. Key steps towards flying Starships every few days. If you were in charge, what would you test next on the launch pad? Share your thoughts with me in the comments. From quick arms that dance away from fire, we now feel the deep chill of real rocket fuel. At Massey's test area, this clip captures test 939.1, a Block 3 Starship's aft section, going through its nice round of cryogenic proof testing. Whilst frost and vapor swirl around the tank as super cold liquids fills it and pressure builds. SpaceX built this test tank to copy the bottom part of the next Starships that will carry people and cargo to the moon and Mars. They ran this cold pressure test over and over to check for leaks under the exact harsh conditions of spaceflight. They do this because the new Block 3 design has changes that need improving before stacking a full ship. It's vital for usability. We need tanks that can fly many times without cracking. Every successful test brings us closer to safe landings on the moon and Mars, and regular trips beyond Earth. Would you feel safe riding on a Starship that passed night freezing tests like this? Why or why not? Share your thoughts with me in the comments. And after proving the strength in the code, it's time to move real flight hardware forward. Let's follow this big piece on this journey. Now inside the Star Factory, we watch a 3-ring aft section for Ship 40 roll out on the transporter and head over to Mega Bay 2. The large shiny cylindrical moves slowly but surely across the busy factory floor. This is the engine area bottom for the next Starship prototype. SpaceX makes these sections in the factory and then they ships them to the Mega Bay for stacking with the nose cone and other parts. They move it now because Ship 40 is next in line for final assembly and future test flight. It's vital to keep the production line flowing so new vehicles are ready when parts open up. Faster building means more flights, lower cost, and real progress towards making life multiplanetary. If you could name the next Starship, what fun name would you pick? From building floors to the bright Florida coast, watch what happens when the rocket comes home after a perfect job. This official SpaceX clip shows the Falcon 9 first stage booster gliding back from space after launching NASA's Crew 12 mission. It fires its landing burn and touches down gently on the brand new landing zone 40 at Cape Canaveral, the very first landing there. The Dragon capsule carried astronauts to the International Space Station on Dragon's 20th human flight. The booster on the second trip nailed the return to launch site landing. SpaceX does this to prove the rocket can fly people safely and then come and land for reuse in record time. It's vital because reliable crew flights keeps the space station running and show the world that reusable rocket cuts costs dramatically, opening doors for more science and exploration. Would you hop on the next Crew Dragon if you got the chance? What would you take to space with you? Share your thoughts with me in the comments as usual. From one reusable giant landing safely, let's head north to Maryland where another smart rocket pass faces its own big challenges. At Rocket Lab Space Structures Complex in Middle River, this video shows the Neutron's rocket interchange locked on a test stand. Huge hydraulic presses slowly squeeze it with about 1,000 tons of force, whilst engineers watch every move. This interstage connects the first and second stage and stays attached during re-entry so the whole bottom half can land and fly again. Part of the Hungry Hippo fairing recovery plan. Rocket Lab runs the static loads test to prove the structure can survive launch vibrations, max pressures, and the heat of coming home. They do this because Neutron is their new medium-lift reusable rocket, and every part must be towed for frequent flight. It's vital for opening more access to space at lower prices, helping scientists, businesses, and dreamers reach orbit easier than ever. Which reusable rocket excites you more right now? SpaceX Giants or Rocket Lab's Neutron? Share your thoughts with me in the comments. Rocket company out there is doing the most and they are all putting out their best just to make space travel as easy as boarding a bus and one day to become a multiplanetary species. Thank you for staying with us till the end. If you enjoyed the video, kindly smash the like button, subscribe to this channel so that you do not miss any of our future updates. I drop 2 new videos each week. They are all bangers and trust me, you do not want to miss any of them. Watch these videos right there, they're my previous uploads and it's a banger. And I will talk to all of y'all in the next episode. Thank you for staying with us.